Hey, there's everybody. so, uh, I know it's weird. I said that I probably would not be going live. I'd probably just be doing shorts and stuff. But I was compelled because I'm just want to say hi to everybody. Good to see everyone. Dart, B girl, good to see you. Hello, Myron. Very nice. Thank you very much. So I am currently in West Virginia and driving through, going up to Point Pleasant because I'm going to go check out the Mothman Museum. And I had to stop for a second. Something was telling me I needed to go live, like I needed to do a live stream. Hey, laying down the line. Hey, Blue Bear, good to see you. Nathan Brooks, good to see you. Hey, Basic Trig, Captain Welshie, good to see everybody. No, not driving, not currently driving. So I had to stop. So I'm currently parked, and I was sitting here driving. So I'm part of my itinerary was basically go up to Point Pleasant, check out the Mothman Museum, which is where I'm heading right now. I know the festival was last weekend, unfortunately, but I'm heading to and all the legend history and stuff. And so I'm driving along, and I have never been. Whereas I've been to Pennsylvania and I've been around some of these areas, but I've never been here. I've been to Washington D.C., been to Virginia, but I've never been to this area in West Virginia before. This is brand new to me. And one thing that I noticed is just the Ohio River Valley. If you've never been here before, is absolutely freaking stunning. That this is a gorgeous, gorgeous area. That poor man in West Virginia. It's absolutely stunning here. And it suddenly occurred to me, I'm driving alongside, and the area that I'm driving along goes right alongside the Ohio River. So I'm driving along, and you can see the Ohio River from where I'm at, and the areas along the side of the river it's like a combination of manufacturing areas. Hey, Javier, good to see you. Of manufacturing areas dotted with large swaths of double wides and people, just kind of living, trying to, eke out a living here in West Virginia. Um, and just looking around at what, you got like literally across the street from me is a farmer's market, is legitimately across the street, and then people's barns and farmland and everything. But one thing that I noticed is that, like people say in West Virginia, it's wild and wonderful, and they are not kidding. That this is a profoundly wild and dense area, and it would occur to me that not 300 years ago, this place would have been out of control, and still so many untamed areas of West Virginia. I haven't seen this much foliage, this much density since probably back in Texas, like Big Thicket or the Pine Barrens up in New Jersey. It's really, really impressive. You get an idea of how verdant and how beautiful and lush the Ohio River Valley is from Pennsylvania all the way because it runs southwestern. Hey, Facty, good to see you. And it's an absolutely beautiful place. Hey, Gosh of Heck Fire. Try not to tell people not to mess with us here in West Virginia. It's a beautiful place. And the people here are a proud and ardent population. They love their state and they love the lives they've carved out for themselves. It's tough. It's hard work, and I don't blame them. But they make it work. Family is a really, really big thing here. And it occurred to me while I'm driving here and I'm doing this thing before we do the event this weekend. And I was kind of reflecting because it's literally just like two lane, no shoulder blacktop all the way to where I was going. And I'm sitting here thinking about my life back in Oklahoma and getting the opportunity to do stuff like this. And then I was sitting there thinking a couple of days with he who will not be named. I'll just call him that. With Pepito, the law baller. Losing losses. Yes, word another thing. You're right. So I'm sitting here thinking about it. It was like he does all this, and I was like, I'm sitting here traveling the roads like he's traveling the roads, and I was just taking in perspective everywhere he's driven and traveled, and everything he's seen, and he has not once stopped to marvel at the places or the people that he's encountered, the populations, the towns, the little places that he's driven through all of this. I have no doubt because on the road here, I saw the roads, the signs to get to Ironton. I know he's been through this area, and he has not once stopped to marvel at the Ohio River itself. He's not once stopped to marvel at the tenacity and the warmth and generosity of the people here, and the history. You think about this, like, not just, our country isn't even 300 years old. 300 years ago, this place would have been just wild, just untamed. You can if you imagine it 300 years ago, it's not hard to imagine the legends that came out of this place when settlers came in and began to push the Native Americans towards the Appalachians, and then the Scottish came in, and the Scottish and Irish came in, and they were pushed, by the English. They were pushed into the end, and that interbreeding that led to a lot of the combination, like stuff like the Bell Witch, and it's interesting stuff. I can see why H.P. Lovecraft and Edgar Allan Poe and Stephen King and all the way up to modern horror, because like Resident Evil, the first Resident Evil game was set in West Virginia and in the fictional Arklay Mountains. And I'm sitting there going, like, I can see it. You can see the wildness. You can see the density and how the light plays off the Ohio River. And this is such a hilly valley. It's such a hilly area. And you look at the architecture. Like, one thing that struck me was part of the area where I was driving through was part of the flood basin off of the Ohio River. So all of the architecture is half and half. Like, the bottom halves of all the homes are brick and concrete, and the top halves are the living areas. So that if the Ohio River were to flood, then you're good to go. So, but you only see that on the left side, not the right side. The right side, which is up higher, because this area is so hilly. Looking at the history of these things, of some of these states that he drives to, that the nameless loser drives to, and he never once stops to appreciate the people or the places that he's in. And I'm looking here, I'm seeing modern stuff, and I'm seeing stuff that probably dates back at least 100 years, just in my vicinity, just looking around. I'm sitting in the parking lot of a general store, but I'm looking around and I'm seeing what looks like a pier, probably an old fishing pier over here that looks like it's been around for forever. There's a church nearby that is like older than the hills, and looks like some homes and everything that have been around. But then again, I got this modern one here across the street. So, and then of course the farmers market, and they have a lot of pumpkins. And of course, it is harvest season, so it's just absolutely beautiful. And not to mention, beautiful day, sunny day. It's like 61 degrees out here, light breeze. Beautiful, just beautiful sky. And Leducator, where am I at? I am on my way to Point Pleasant, somewhere in the Ohio River Valley. In the heart of the valley. It's just cool. I just had to stop for a moment and take a look. I don't even. I know I'm on. I think I'm on 56. I'm not sure. There's not a lot of signs here. But nonetheless, I will get there. Let's see. Let me see. What did that would be a distraction from his goal, whatever, that other thing, versus that other thing. That's true. Some old dudes almost have in West Virginia. So, probably not. I don't see anything as old as Stonehenge. I'm on the West Virginia side. I'm literally where I'm parked. I'm facing the Ohio River. So the Ohio River, I could probably walk across the street, throw a stone, and hit the river. Is from where I'm parked, and so I'm on the West Virginia side. And it's wild. I didn't know that the border between West Virginia and Ohio was actually in the river. So it's like West Virginia has like almost like 3/4 or maybe 5/6 of the river, and then the other one is Ohio's side, which is wild. I think it's really, really cool. So if I can see why this place is so enchanting to people, I can see the history here, and what this place probably used to look like 300 years ago before this country was even established, and just the amazing sights, and why so many authors and so many artists and so many generations of families they would stay here because it's a fertile area, it's a beautiful area, it's rich in history and legend, just so much here, and I wanted to take a moment to sit here and appreciate it and kind of reflect on it and reflect that there's still wonderful things out there that we can enjoy and we can take pleasure in, and we can not take for granted in the wake of individuals like Dingus, um like the dingus who runs around and doesn't see any of this, who doesn't see the forest for the trees. He's constantly his world is so small. Team Skeptic said it best. His world is so small, and it is a great big world out there. And Team is out there enjoying it right now. He's across the pond. He's kicking ass. He's kicking ass at taking names over in Europe. I think he's in Spain right now with his with his mother. Um, and here I am, deep in the heart of the Ohio Valley. Just taking it all in and absorbing the this wonderful country that we're in. And he doesn't see any of that, and it's because he's driven by so much history and doesn't appreciate anything, and he doesn't appreciate any of it. Yeah, doesn't see the forest for the me's. Absolutely, some old dude. Absolutely, it's that I couldn't have said that better. But I think this is just the coolest area. But I'm about 30 minutes away from Point Pleasant, is where I'm at, and I should be there shortly. And it's 10:30 in the morning here, so I'm an hour ahead of where I usually am. So it's 10. Oh no, wait, no, it's 11:30 in the morning here. My car is set on Oklahoma time. My phone is on East Coast time. So yeah, so it's 11:30 here. The money more like not for long, interested bystander. He's not gonna be making much money for much longer. Especially if he pays that $2,000 he owes for that bet he made. But the trees don't pay super chat. That's the thing. I understand that we use YouTube to make money. That we occasionally use to make money. I get that. Oh, hey, Sersha says hello from the Netherlands jail. I have family in Ohio. Very cool. Yeah, he's on 2 north of Huntington, jail on the potato camp. It's my phone. So I've never done a live stream via the phone. I've never done this before. I saw Irish do it when he was here, and he did it while driving. For shame, Irish. I wanted to park. It's depth. It plays with depth really, really weird. So, but I wanted to take the opportunity, to look around and really appreciate, the area because, and I know we use YouTube to make money. I know we use it to fund, our deals and to show, people sometimes what they don't get the opportunity to see, and to address topics stuff like that. But it shouldn't be the foremost cause. You do it because you love to interact with people. You do it because you love to interact with the world around you. You love to talk about things that are important, and that's the whole big thing. That's why you should be doing this. And give me one sec. No, I'm sorry. I was checking my phone. I don't have one. I don't know how it's coming out on the live stream. I only see my phone. Dang it, let me fix that. I can only see like what I'm looking at, so I can see the camera. It looks clear to me. I apologize if it's not. So, but I have bars and it's streaming just fine. So lifting that belt. Aaron Reese. Aaron Reese, I can't wait. I can't wait to hook it. It's gonna be fun. But I think Chili, when it comes down to it, individuals like Chili do this for the wrong reason. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm old. Maybe I'm getting more. What's the word? Oh, damn it! I've lost the word. I can't. I don't know. I'm finding myself. I want to appreciate where I'm at, what's around me more than. Tell me what the word I'm looking for is. it's on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, introspective is one of it. It's oh son of a bitch, it's gonna bother the hell out of me until I find it. But Nathan Thompson, I think these individuals they do it wrong. They do it for the wrong reason, and they don't appreciate where they've come from. They don't appreciate the journey, and because it's all about the journey. It's not about the end of it. It's about how we get there, and it's about um, it's, I, I love all these words: introspective, wise, settled, reflective, appreciative, all of that. Yes, but when you say when people get mushy in their old age, you know, um, not getting when they get, I guess they get more emotional about stuff in their old age. Oh, that's gonna bother the shit out of me until it suddenly I'll be on the road. But yeah, sentimental. Thank you, thank you, Sorsha. Thank you. Sentimental, getting sentimental in your old age. Yeah, I had a total boomerism. Yeah, sentimental in your old age. So maybe I am getting sentimental about the country. So love being out here, and I love checking this stuff out. I love it as much as like the desert, as much as the mountains, all over the place. And this is just really, really cool. So I got a little bit sentimental. I got a little bit reflective, and just wanted to kind of stop and comment on that. It was an absolute blast. Just so much fun. So why are you using the typical? Okay, I could do it like this. No, it says orientation is locked, you have to do it in profile. I can't do it in. Okay, when I turn it that way, it says orientation is locked. Rotate device back. So yeah, it won't let me do it in anything other than profile. I can't do it in landscape. Sorry. So, but yeah, this is actually really really cool. So I just wanted to comment on that. It just kind of struck me, and I wanted to kind of like get the thoughts out there and share them with y'all because I'm out here traveling. I'm going to meet up with Irish here, and I know there's a lot of people out there that want to meet up because we're out here in their area for the legislator fight tomorrow, or the lack of a legislator fight. Because because that boy just can't stop losing. So try a pepperoni roll. I will look for a pepperoni roll and I will try it. Oh, you have to switch to horizontal before you start the string. Gotcha. Okay, I'll have to try that. So, but you'll definitely be hearing more from me. You'll be hearing more from me and Irish Demon, and of course others. And if I run into anybody else, if I get the opportunity to break away and run into anybody else, then I'll definitely check in with everybody there. So there may be more of these impromptu live streams. Definitely going to be some more shorts along the way as I kind of go through everything. Probably some pictures from the community tab. Definitely going to get myself a picture of me with the Mothman statue. But and I'm definitely going to drive across the Silver Bridge. I think that'll be cool as hell. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So just thank you for hanging out with me for a minute. I wanted to do a quick live stream, say hi to everybody, and we'll go over to Point Pleasant and just see what we can see. I think it's cool. One of the cool cryptid legends here in America, and now I can see just driving through this area, through the Ohio River, the hallowed Ohio River Valley, with its hollows and the dense lush forests that some areas that look like they've probably never been touched. Um, I love it here. It's really really cool. It's really really awesome. So I'll definitely catch up with y'all again. And so until then, be safe, be excellent to each other, and I'll see you next time.